All right, welcome to the channel. This is Clarityempress, the Empress of Clarity, here to bring you a collective energy reading for my Clarityempress collective. I hope everyone is doing well. YouTube is doing something different where it's not letting you fully set the live up. Like I was in the middle of getting ready to put my thumbnail up, and it just was like, "Oh yeah, you ready to go? Okay, here you go," and turn me on. I'm like, so here I am fidgeting with the camera and all that good shit. So bear with me. Welcome to the channel. I hope everyone is doing well. Please like, share, and subscribe. We keep it raw here. We are straight no chasers over here in the Clarity Empress Collective. When you enter the room, you are my beloved. Please behave accordingly. Okay. I do a lot of lives, but I do delete comments of people who spam or disrespect anyone, including myself, in the chat. All right. I don't argue with you. I ain't haggling with you. I ain't trying to make no points either. It just is what it is. I don't know why it need to be said. But if you come to this channel, you need to know. All right. So let me get the gang on here. Hold on. Mm-mm. Okay, let me see. There we go. All right. Let's get this thing cracking, y'all. You were meant to see this. Whatever's coming out, this is something you needed to know. This is something that you needed to see. This is something just for you. Now, take it how it resonates. Now, everybody's story ain't the same. How you interpret the story is not going to be the same. But whatever message is for you is definitely going to be for you in this reading tonight. I don't know why I was moved to tell you that, so I'm going to go with what Spirit said. Okay, now where we at? We're going to do a twin flame or up higher level mate reading. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you haven't already subscribed. If you have, thank you. And welcome back. So let's see. All right, Spirit, what we got for the twin flame? This is a twin flame, what you feel and what they feel reading, and what is the mutual energy. Hey, Black Cherry, how you doing, girl? What you feel? Uh-oh, I got my deck upside down. Let me flip that. Hi, Piper. Peace out, bye, Jeremiah. Okay. All right, no problem. And thanks for showing up. And more. Oops, one at a time. Like, share, and subscribe while you're here. Thank you. Oh, oh wow. That wanted to be seen. Tell me more. Peace out, bye. You versus them. Wow. Oh, okay. I see where we're going. So, all right, let's turn it over. First card that went over. Ooh, you feel like this person, you feel like your person, Spirit said they're supposed to be a divine masculine, but they're supposed to be a divine masculine, but they've been giving you grief because they're bound to a whole different situation. You got somebody here doing the most. Let me fix my mic. Doing the most in another situation, mirroring something. Tell me more. And it's in it. Yeah, abandon this. Yeah, yes. And the answer is yes, right? So let me throw these cards down a little bit further. So here's a person. The way you see them is a, I would say, a codependent or emotionally avoidant type person. This person has abandonment issues. The two of you have childhood issues that may be unresolved. Um, this person is mirroring their abandonment issues toward you. Okay, so whatever was going on in their childhood, that's what they're reflecting back to you. And the answer is yes, because I'm saying, as I was pulling yes, the answer is yes. Like I'm like, yeah, yeah, that's the problem. Um, the inner child is the biggest issue between the two of y'all. Either one of y'all is healing the inner child, or then the other one is stuck in their inner child wound, or you both have some major pushback to each other. But this person is mirroring their abandonment issues onto you. So you are meant to know this because some people don't understand. We do okay. So adults are responsible for their pain, right? Adults are responsible for their pain and that they work toward healing it, not responsible for acquiring the pain, meaning from their childhood or whatever. Because when you were a child, you had no control of how the adults treated you or the experiences that you um well you do to well you do and you don't. You don't have any control over others toward you, right? You could follow directions, you could do certain things that might have prevented some things in your life, but you don't have control over how adults treat you, okay? And so when you become an adult though and you realize that what you've experienced as a child has created deep wounds and pain, it is your responsibility to work toward mending that for yourself, healing that, loving yourself. It becomes your responsibility because those that may have harmed you aren't there or aren't going to take responsibility. Okay? It becomes your responsibility to heal, right? And I'm feeling like somebody who is mirroring their abandonment issues toward you hasn't taken responsibility to heal. You may have seen them as a divine masculine, is all I'm getting. You saw them as a divine masculine at some point in time, or they had the potential to become one. That not doesn't necessarily mean they transitioned there, that they got there. It just means that this is what you saw in this person. You may have seen a glimpse of their divine masculine energy, but this person, with their controlling issues, with their abandonment issues, with their codependency issues, with their people pleasing issues, they could be a bit narcissistic or very narcissistic. They could be very much controlled by others. Whatever the case may be, it's caused you a lot of grief to deal with this person's energy. I'm getting that what makes it more of grief for you is the fact that you knew they could be better. Like you can a lot of times when we get in these higher level situations, people show us glimpses of their true self or their higher self. That's what it is. Their higher self. Somebody who, if they operated in their higher vibration, they would be a magnificent individual or a good partner or, mutually like a reciprocal relationship or a happy relationship, all those things. But what makes you grieve them is that that's not what they became because they also come in with spiritual attachments. They're also coming with childhood pain and wounds that they haven't addressed, that they reflect back to you. Hey, Lati. That's right. The queen is in the building. Hey. What up, sis? What was that noise? There is a weird noise outside my house right now. I don't understand why every time I'm up here. Oh, you know what else? I get it, but it's a lot of noise. It be feeling like it's about to be in my house. The hell is that noise? Y'all, I'm on heightened alert right now. I mean, LA got me messed up, okay? LA got me messed up. Richmond, Virginia without water got me messed up. The Bronx on fire, messed up. I'm like, this is terrifying. Literally terrifying to think of. Ugh. Anyway, I'm trying to get out that energy because too much is burning, y'all. Too much across our country is burning. All right, let's move on. I hope that noise goes away. All right, spirit. Yep, I'm not going to no malls. Well, I ain't got. I don't need no be in the mall, but I don't want to. It's just different, y'all. I like to come and go, even in the grocery store. Like, let me hurry up and get this and get out. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to need a lot. More. Right, and then the trees is standing, not really burning, or some trees burning from the inside. It don't make it make sense. Mm, mm, mm. All right, tell me how you feeling about this divine masculine. Boy, that's his inner self. Oh, here we go. It's back to they didn't take action, or they don't take action, or they need to. Tell me more, spirit. Yeah, this person plays the victim. Here you go. They are a victim, but then this person resides in their victimhood, meaning they get comfortable with always being a victim, not really um coming out of victimhood. Then they needed to take action with you, but that's something that they did not do. Lati, what state are you in? Ooh, ooh, ooh. Too many cars, man. Hold on. Yeah. I feel like the action that they did take caused you to put boundaries up because we got barrier here. If they take action towards you, they got to jump over certain hoops and barriers. Okay, you in Michigan. All right. In my eyes, Michigan, right? Mm, forgive me. This person sees you on a higher vibrational energy. Mm, mm, mm. One more on each. Oh, yep, yep, yep. Oh, okay. Oh, girl. So you know. So they want forgiveness. This person wants forgiveness. You are this person's guide, and I feel like you know it. You are this person's guide. They are guided by you. They watch you. They see, they appreciate how you move, how you carry yourself. Um, but they also know that they disappoint you. And currently, right now, they're experiencing some serious lessons in life. This is where they get the lessons now because of the fact that you have a boundary and barriers up. They didn't take action, or they should take action, or whatever action they did not take, okay, or need to take. It is caused you to throw them boundaries high, and it's a lot to achieve them. And we gotta talk about this because I was having a conversation with Carmen, and I realized I haven't phrased I've said this, but I haven't phrased it in this way. And I feel like we need to deal with a third party here, especially with bound and mirroring and all of that. Because a third party could be family, friends. Okay. Third parties don't always have to be lovers or, um, if if you're a twin flames don't have to be lovers, y'all. They don't. They can be different relationships, but they do not have to be lovers. But and this person wanting some forgiveness because I feel like they behave childish with you, immature, maybe disrespectful in a childlike way. But we have to also talk about people who stay in their victimhood, who not only do they play victim sometimes or they rest in that energy, but people that don't take action with you but desire to be with you, yet they choose somebody else. They tend to choose that other person because they're easier to manipulate. When you are not easy to manipulate, you become more of a challenge because your vibrations are high, your standards are high. The actions they take towards you must be on a higher vibrational level. They already see you there. And when I saw it, yes, and I'm seeing it now too, it's like 1,000 times yes, meaning would they choose you? Yes, 1,000 times they would choose you. But when you're dealing with an unhealed individual, they might choose you, but they also feel like they can't live up to any standards that you uphold because you have a lot of respect and self worth for yourself. This person, I feel, with these huge abandonment issues and inner child issues, um, that cause you a lot of grief, that codependency issues I'm seeing, the lack of them being in their higher self for a long period of time, enough for you guys to appreciate each other, is giving somebody who realizes that one, they made a wrong choice because the lesson is here to show you what you do. We get lessons to help us make better choices, right? There's answers, there's consequences to the lessons that we receive. And ultimately, it's to make us better. That's the whole point of a lesson. Well, one of the problems when people refuse or aren't ready for their lessons is they choose the easy route. Whatever that is, whoever that is, they choose the easier route because, well, this person lie like me, this person connive like me, so they easy to manipulate like me. They do shit, I do shit. So, I can go over there and not take any accountability for my actions. You know what I'm saying? I can go over there, lie and cheat and steal and whatever else. Because they lie, cheat, and shit, chill. But with you, if you're not built like that, and 9 times out of 10, you're not, or this would not even be grief right here. This would be like this every day. This is how we do. That's how they are with that other person. But with you, when it comes to unconditional love, this person was not ready. And people like this person tend not to be ready to accept that. They will tend to run and hide from true love because it's easier to run. I don't have to face you if I move on, if I run, right? Now in the twin flame dynamic, there's when they describe the runner and the chaser, the person who's yet to face what the relationship is, what it means, what the lessons are, what is opening up for them. That person's not ready to be mature enough to handle that. The mature person will continue to reach out with the notion of maybe we can heal this. Let's talk about it. Let's be adults here, right? Let's work this out. But the younger minded individual will tend to want to shy away from that because they have those abandonment issues and they're strong and firmly rooted in what makes this person who they are, right? With that being said, they will um continue to run in hopes that you chase, in hopes that you're, still willing to work things out with them, in hopes that you'll talk to them, in hopes that you will give them attention in hopes that you like them or whatever that is. Peace. Peace, Tuesday. Peace, beloved. So they will do that with the intention to keep you wanting them. Also, psychologically, the more you pursue them and the more they run, the more it breaks down your self-esteem so that you're more easy to manipulate and manage too. The problem though, when it comes to twin flames, is usually one of the twins is more evolved and they will initially go toward that person. But if they're mature, that's not a chase. I don't know why they call it that. I really can't stand that. But that's not a chase. That's a hold on. Let's talk. Where you going? Well, sit down somewhere. Let's talk. You know what I'm saying? And the person's like, no, 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 I gotta go. I gotta go. Or they say nothing. And you thinking in yourself, I know what we shared. I know what we talked about. I know that this person, they have some feel like, wait, and it's baffling initially because you're like, what did we just share? 'Cause what was that? What was that I saw when you see their higher self? You get what I'm saying? What was that I thought I saw? Right. So we're not really chasing. You just, well, my bad. Some people do chase. Some people don't understand. But I'm talking about mature, level headed individuals that are like, yeah, I got parent wounds too, but I'll do my best not to project that onto anybody. I'll work through it, right? In whatever way, whatever method that works for me, I work through it. I'm not projecting that onto anybody. That's not a chaser. That's somebody who's mature in who they are. They understand what they shared with somebody should be significant based on what they shared. But this person has only had fake love or glimpses of love due to their childhood. So when they come across a real one, okay, they don't really know how to act with that person. That's when the cheating gets activated sometimes because again, they can't emotionally regulate, so they go do things that seem sneaky and easy because I don't know, it's something about sabotaging the connection that just makes sense because they probably watched adults in their life sabotage connections. And this person probably wasn't taught much when it comes to right and wrong. So the way they behave is a reflection of how they grew up. Also, this is a person um, who lacks accountability because accountability was never required. Okay. If the adults in their life did not have to take accountability for their actions and they kept going and, maybe there was an argument, but nobody did anything different, then they don't think they should do anything different until they come across an earth angel like yourself. When this person comes to that's when the regret sets in, the grief sets in. That's when they want forgiveness. This is when and the reason why is because when you set the boundary as the so-called chaser, when you say, wait a minute, hold on, we're not doing that anymore, right? This person looks back and realize you ain't behind them no more. You're not calling on them no more. You're not trying to get with them anymore. You're not trying to bend their ear no more. You're not looking to communicate. You're not looking to have anything, right? And if you come across them, you're still not interested because for what? And this person is probably like that's when they start having their awakening. That's when they start to slowly come to a certain level of consciousness about it. Like, I might have took this too far because they just, their rope is long. One of the things I've mentioned a long time ago, I feel like it was a long time ago, but there are people who grow up in neglect, right? And they get this leash, this invisible leash on their neck. And that leash is so long they don't even realize it's on their neck. So imagine if this was a puppy. The puppy grows up, they got the invisible leash. They don't go far because they love their humans. But when they get a little older, like teenagehood, and I don't know if you call that teenagehood for a dog, but you get what I'm saying, like that growth spurt where they get a little bit more assertive and think they know what they're doing. They tend to want to venture far, venture out, get a little lost in the neighborhood, whatever. If it's a possibility for them to get out. The problem with that is a neglectful owner slash parent or whatever will realize that the child or the dog or the puppy, however you want to see this scenario play out, will realize that that one is gone too long. Like, wait a minute, where are they? I need some attention. Where are they? I need some emotional regulation. I'm talking about the abusive parent. Where are they? And then they yank that chain, meaning they come for that child, they embarrass that child, or they do something to yank that chain. Something the child or the puppy or whatever you want to call it was out doing multiple days until one day the neglectful parent said, when the last time I seen my puppy? And yanked them. So they don't understand what consequences are. They don't understand that you just because I abandon you don't mean, you know what I mean? Like it's a confusion thing. It's them saying just because I abandon you don't mean you're not still mine. Okay? Look at this. Don't mean I don't control you. Okay? You have fun or you do you when I say do you. So with that being said, this person was on an invisible leash. They only know how to get yanked every now and then. They could be doing all kind of whatever, not getting caught. Nobody's watching, nobody's caring. And then poof. So here they go. They meet a person like yourself who cares, who wants to again reciprocate. This person don't know nothing about reciprocation. They don't know nothing about that. They know do me how I want to do me when I want to do me. And that does not lend to be a positive relationship. Now, they could pretend for a little while, but it don't last long because they used to being out and doing whatever they want until that invisible leash gets yanked back. And it gets yanked even in adulthood. That's why they feel like they're a victim. Because that maybe the parent will still be like, oh, you can date what you want. You can go where you want, do what you want until it becomes a problem for them and they berate this person. That is part of that victimhood. That is part of why people aren't with you because you could be as good as you want to be, but this person can't appreciate you because it's easier to go sneak and play with somebody else that don't require them to be good back to them. hmm You gotta believe them. Now the thing is, for the chaser, it's unbelievable that the person would behave like that with you. So it's understandable that you would make more than one attempt because what's the problem? You know what I mean? What exactly is going on with you? When did you switch up and why? You know, you got questions. A chaser energy would have questions. What is the problem? Why are you behaving like you're behaving? Like, share, and subscribe to the channel, please. If you're listening, thank you. Thank you for coming. Um, why? You know what I'm saying? And the answer is with them. It's not you. It may feel like you. They may do everything in their power to make it feel like you to deflect. Again, they're mirroring, right? So, but they are also your twin is also here to show you what you need to work on too. So maybe it is that you have to work on believing them the first time and letting them show you, and then shutting that down very fairly quickly. That I see that glass light on. You're not playing with me because you had to learn it from somewhere. You had to experience somehow, and they came to give you that lesson. So keep that in mind Don't beat yourself up. You know, have compassion for yourself. Don't be filled with many regrets. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to learn to forgive yourself for the experience you went through too. And once you can forgive yourself, you can understand that this person was coming from a different lens, a different timeline, different vantage point in life. And y'all were not meant to see eye to eye at that given time. Will you see eye to eye in the future? All depends on your situation. Sometimes it's likely that that will never happen again. And then sometimes you never know when a person will come back around. Either way, you get clear in your mind as you heal what you can tolerate and what you can't tolerate, who you can tolerate and who you can't tolerate. So you know that if this person ever spun the block, you'll be more than prepared to say yes or no or I don't know. Get what I'm saying? All right, so I just want to hear a little bit of downloads, what their thoughts might be. Right side up, okay. We got a little quiet time tonight. It's a little quiet audience, but it's cool. All right, spirit. Britt, you still there? Holla at me if you are. I know Lati and Black Cherry here. As long as y'all can stay awake. Cause I be on here late. Anymore. So you might have wanted to have some type of private conversation with this person. So you could reconnect with them in peace to understand, like, you might have wanted them to get away from the chaos and the conflict so that y'all can have a talk, a little sit down, eye to eye. You know what I'm saying? What's what? Who's who? What we doing? That kind of thing. Any more? Oh, okay, cool, cool, cool. I just want to know if you're there. Now, this person thinks we'll be together and that they're working on themselves so they can be together. But see, that falls on lessons. So this person is learning a lot. Like I said, they are mirroring their childhood wounds or whatever's going on with them. Well, it's not whatever. It is the inner child situation. They're working on it. I don't know what that means. Everybody's situation, their modalities for working on themselves are different, but they're working on it. Some kind of way this person is working on it. Tell me more. Yeah, so this person knows that they made the wrong choice. It says I made the wrong choice. Now I have to face my decisions. I hope you don't let me go. I feel like this is what you told this person. Like you made the wrong choice, I'm gonna let you go. You know what I'm saying? And they can hope all they want, but I feel like no. I feel like no. Yes for them and no for you. Yes, your person says I'm not ready to grow up. I miss the carefree days when I had less responsibilities. They'll say this person not ready to mature. You saw that in this person. And so this person gave you grief by being very immature, not ready to face facts, not ready to grow up, and basically wanting to take the easy road. More. Yeah, so you saw that their karmic friends don't like how blessed they are when they're around you, and that those people are jealous of you. That's right, Toys R Us kid. They don't wanna grow up. They're a Toys R Us kid. That's gonna always be iconic, y'all. I will prove to you that I mean what I say and I love you. So this person knows when the action didn't take place, that they have to take action to prove to you. So this person now put themselves in a chaser position. And you are now what they would call the runner. Even if you're not running anywhere, even though if you standing your ground, yeah, because they know that's why they want forgiveness. Because they said, I should have listened to you because you really love me. And I see that now. I'm ready to listen. Hmm. They want to listen better now. You know what I'm saying? Now they want to sit down and talk to you. Now they want to hear what you got to say. Now what you said is now important to this person. But they're a dollar short, a day late and a dollar short. You know what I'm saying? For a lot of y'all. Now everybody is going to want to hear what this person got to say. Now, maybe you just say, all right, I forgive you because forgiveness is here in a child. You might understand where the behavior comes from. That's the empathic part of you. But it does not negate or put it this way, it doesn't excuse anything that they've done. It's a motive, or put it this way, it's the catalyst to their behavior, but it's not an excuse for the behavior. And that's where we have to unpack it. I heard this brother Fahim say, he said, a lot of us search for closure with individuals. We want the apology that we never got. We want the opportunity to sit down and talk about it. We want all of that closure. But what if what they did was closure? Because that's pretty much it. What they did. We got to separate the why from the what. What they did should be enough. Why they did it shouldn't really matter. I don't care why you did it. You made a wrong decision and you chose to do it to moi. So if you do it to me, I got to stand my ground. That's how that attitude should be. He said, we got to stop getting hung up on needing this closure from people who are not equipped to give it to us. You got to accept what they did as it enough. The reason behind it don't matter. They did it to you. But if we're going to talk on here and we're going to talk about reasons or catalysts for it, it always starts in the upbringing. What they got accountable, what they are held accountable for, and what they aren't. And there's no way for us to know when a relationship initiates everything about that person unless you grew up with them. You know what I'm saying? You know their mama, their daddy, their sister, their brother, their cousins, and all of that. Their aunties and their uncles and all that stuff. You don't know those things, right? So it's a period of getting to know people. And when people come to you and they're hurt, but they don't want to appear hurt, they send their representative. They put on that mask. They show their best behavior. You know what I'm saying? Until that mask starts to fade, crack, or fall off. And then you start seeing the other side of this person. So you might have seen them presenting their higher self to you, a more pleasantness. But then their lower vibration takes over because they're really just hiding. They're really hurt individuals that have not worked on themselves. So, you know, it takes time. Like I remember people laugh and joke about this all the time about him, but Steve Harvey had a 90-day rule. I think it should be longer than 90 days. That you take your time to get to know somebody. I saw another brother yesterday said, having a baby is so dangerous, life altering dangerous for a woman to risk it all on somebody dusty ass son. You know what I'm saying? And this is a man talking about women toward men. He was like, you should not risk your life to have a child from by somebody dusty behind son that is not prepared to be a father. You need to be more discerning. You need to be more aware, more listen to your intuition. Pay attention to the first sign. Don't let this person downplay your emotions or dismiss you, you know. And I mean dismiss you in that, oh, don't stop being moody. You know what I'm saying? You always being moody, trying to make you doubt yourself and what you think. You don't need that. So, you know, a lot of times we got these people in our energies because they have these unresolved issues that they aren't working on. And instead of working on them, they try to work it out through you, which is the most unhealthy way to have a relationship because they want you to fix them or they want your healing energy because you're so mature, or they want your love because you're so understanding and compassionate. Yep, they have situational awareness. You know, I don't know if it was you, Black. I think it was you. Yeah, you sent me a video today where the black woman was saying silence. Like we not addressing anything that's gonna bait us. We matching that with silence. Today I had a situation. I could have went off. I could have. You know, y'all know my uncle passed, right? So I'm on the phone with a rep from a company which I need to return the device. Now I should have returned this thing. He wasn't using it. He was using something else. I could have returned it in the summer, but it was only a couple dollars every month, and I was just like, I don't feel like scanning all this paperwork just for them to speak to me. I'll deal with it later. That's what I kept saying. I'll deal with it later, and later I forgot. Later came and whatever. Now we gotta close up accounts and stuff. I gotta deal with it. So I speak to the representative, and I just want y'all to hear how this goes because this is how thick minded some people are when you talk to them. And you have to, sometimes you got to match that energy without losing your cool. So I'm talking to the representative, and they say to me, well, you know, we go by telephone number to find accounts. I said, I don't have an account. I just have his name. And they was like, can you spell it? No problem. I give it to him. They said, yeah, but when we go by accounts, we go by phone number. We see you associated with another person, which was my father-in-law. He died in 2018. I'm like, yeah, he's also deceased, and that account is closed. That's irrelevant right now. Okay, well, yeah, I do see here, but who is Veronica? Meaning, the person that was listed as a caregiver for this person, for my uncle. So I said, well, they're no longer available. So you have me, and I have the death certificate, which I sent to one of your representatives. They said, okay, well, do you have anyone who needs this type of device so we can give them 2 months free if they decide to transfer it over? No, I don't have that. Okay, because, it's really good to have that free 2 months. Again, and in my mind, the last time, I just said no. So they proceeded to say, okay, well, we're going to require a POA. And I said, why would you require the POA when I have the death certificate? They said, that is their policy. I want you to hear this. I wish I could, well, I could change my voice, but I'm not going to do that. I just hope you can follow where I'm going, where people are committed to misunderstanding you and trying to play you and trying to gaslight you. So I said, POA dies with the person. It's no longer necessary to have a POA if you have a death certificate to do things that you need to do. It's really not. Now, maybe it is in certain states. I don't know, y'all, but for my purposes of closing this account, that's not necessary. And they said, oh, well, she say she or he. I really don't know what I was talking to, so I don't mean no disrespect when I fluctuate. But they said, well, we need that. I said, okay. Here's where I was about to lose my top because I felt like this person was trying to play with me. But I said, I get it. You've explained your policy. I just need to talk to maybe a manager, maybe somebody else that who can make the decision for me, being that all I am explaining to you is all we got. And I said, maybe you are telling me that the company does not care. They will attempt to bill an account that's about to be closed, so there's nothing coming out of it. And two, they don't want the device back at all. So let's just be clear. That is that what you want to happen? And so they were like, oh, no, 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 you know what? I'm going to send you the return label. Great. And then they made one more attempt. This is where I'm talking about crossing them boundaries. They made one more attempt, y'all. They said, oh, you sure there's no one in your family that could take this and then we'll transfer it over and keep the billing going. And I said, did you send the email yet? Notice I didn't answer. Notice I didn't say no or anything else. I did not answer because clearly they heard me the first two times, but they tried it again. This is what I'm getting that this person might do with you. If they won't, if they truly have not worked on their boundaries, this type of person will repeat things with you and then act as if you didn't put your foot down. If you're not careful, this is the type of person that will cross your boundaries. If you aren't paying attention, if you're not alert about it, if you over time forget. I'm telling you a conversation that happened in one day, but you get what I'm saying? Do you please let me know if you understand? They would, excuse me, act as if you did not say what you said and keep asking you the same thing or treating you the same way as if you didn't say, don't treat me that way. Or if you didn't say, I can't deal with any of that anymore. Leave that alone or leave me out of that. This person will still try again. Hmm. Right. They definitely try to disarm me. So when they said that, and I said, did you send an email? Oh, well, I'm sending it now. So, okay, wonderful. Let's stay on the line so I can make sure that I get it. So when I respond to you or when I print it out, I know I have everything I need. Oh, okay. Because you're aware that, not that he didn't say, I'm aware. They just said, you can get 2 months of free service if you do that. I said, hold on, let me check the email. And I was like, all right, I got the email. Great. So all I gotta do is box it up and put it in the mail today. They was like, yeah. See how I did that? See how that works? I'm not going to acknowledge you. I am not going to entertain you if you want to um cross my boundaries, act like you didn't hear what I said, and play with me in any way. Like I get this person was reading the script, but at some point in time, you have to abandon the script. So this person, oh, that's what Spirit said. They have to abandon that script, that mask that they put on. So at some point in time, you have to abandon the tactics that you're using. That's not going to work anymore. The only thing that will work is change. So, back in the day when I worked telemarketers as a telemarketer for a company, we had to read from a script and we had to follow the script to the T. Of course, we would get observed and all of that. There's certain things that we had to say to address every customer, so that we were always covered. And sometimes patients, Lord, uh, customers didn't really want to go through the spiel. They kind of want to like get to the point. Why are you calling me? What do you want? Um, and sometimes you abandon the script, but you got to come back to it. This was different because I said no twice. I wasn't going to even bother to say no a third time. It was either get your supervisor on the phone or get me what I need. And so they complied to get me what I needed. And I had to go on my merry way. And I thanked them kindly. But what I wasn't going to let them do is raise my blood pressure and argue because they are scripted. You know, I almost felt like, one day they're going to have these AI bots sounding like these people from other countries and pretending to understand us. I don't know. That crossed my mind. But my point to this is your person in an unhealed energy is going to play with you again. And you're going to have to come on subtle, but it would be undeniable, is what I'm saying, that you're not getting what you want because they haven't worked on themselves. So I remember I telling y'all last night, this was like a rubber band man. This person will snap back to whatever it was that they were doing before because they're not working on themselves. And you feel that there's some grief here, there's some sadness from it because you know that this person's not trying to be better than they were before, whatever that was with you. So, wow, oh, it's channeling. All right. So what's going on? What's next? And then we're gonna come off for this live. I say that and then we on here long, but I'm gonna try not to be. I'm be trying to be conscious of the time. More. Mm-hmm. Mm-mm. You put up high ass boundaries when it came to this person because you knew it. You knew how codependent they were. You knew. And a two and a one equals three, which is Empress energy. Yeah, now this person's when I saw yes, this is what I vibe I was getting to. Like I was getting duality, I was getting two different vibes, but they want to be loyal now. This person wants to listen better. Tell me more. Yeah, oh, you might have either shot you set the shot clock or it has run out and all the cuckoos coming out. All the third party situations are going to come to fruition to their doorstep, so to speak, or wherever they be. Oh, they want to tell you so bad they sorry. I'm sorry. Will you forgive me? What can I do to defend you? What can I do to love you? Yeah, tell me more. They got something to tell you, and it's not nothing quick. Yeah, you have the home, but I feel like them boundaries you got now and shut them out of that home. That love and that support unit, them lies, that deceit, that running and hiding nonsense cheated them out of something. Tell me more. Oh yeah, because they was sneaky ass fox. Look at that. They were sneaky and cunning. Hmm. Bottom of the deck. Yeah, you had the key to this person's heart, but they threw it. They fumbled it. They got on the field and dropped that ball, y'all. They dropped that ball, and somebody else may pick it up. But they hoping you forgive them. I think this person. I feel like they may desire forgiveness regardless if you do it in the way they want it, or they just desire your forgiveness. You have the key to their heart. Um, the problem is they need to take that key and unlock their heart, unearth their heart, get into their mind, body, and soul. They need to put the key to use and not just be worried about you. I feel like with this forgiveness, this person may pray. If they didn't pray before, they praying now. They asking a higher power to shine on this situation with you. This person fumbled the ball, fumbled you, played with you, but couldn't keep it together. Meanwhile, you focus on your bag and your blessings. Take that how it resonate, y'all. If it don't resonate, I get it. Your person is willing to be loyal to you, though. I will recap this. They're willing to be loyal, but they still sneaky fox. They still haven't worked on themselves. Um, there's a lot they want to tell you. They want to prove to you that they mean what they say. They're not ready to grow up and they hard headed when it comes to lessons. They claim that y'all gonna be together and they're working on themselves so they can. Yeah, there's victimhood, high vibrations or vibrations. There's those abandonment issues. We got ES, that's fire energy, and we got water with the mirroring. So again, take it out resonate. If it don't resonate, don't take it. like, share, and subscribe. And say good luck, Chuck, to your person. You know what I'm saying? Because he probably snapping back like a rubber band, with not dealing with the addictions in their life. But, you know, thank you for coming to the live. Like, share, and subscribe. Peace.